Greetings and welcome to the Astronomy Picture of the Day podcast. Today's picture for January 13th of 2025 is titled Comet Atlas Before Sunrise. So what do we see here? Well, highlighted in the image is the comet known as Atlas, and there's a little arrow there pointing to it in the image. And that's because it is very hard to see right now, even though it is relatively bright. And there is an inset image that allows you to see it a little bit better. Even then, it's still very well hidden within the glow there. Now, the reason it's so hard to see isn't that it's faint. It's actually bright, and in fact would be as bright as the planet Venus right now. But it is also located very close to the sun. So when something is close to the sun, it can be very hard to see, even if it is bright, just because of the overwhelming brightness of the sun. So right now, Comet Atlas is visible right before sunrise or right after sunset in the sky. That's the time that you can actually see it. Now, the reason for that is that it happens to be very close to the sun right now in space, and that is meaning it's passing its perihelion point, its point in its orbit when it is closest to the sun. Now, as it comes away from the sun, then we have the chance. Will it be more visible? And that's a good question and not something we can say for sure. Comets are extremely difficult to predict. So while we know that it's coming close to perihelion, there are two questions about it. First of all, will it survive the passage closer to the sun? Some comets don't. As they get closer to the sun, then they can end up being vaporized, essentially, broken apart by the tidal forces of the sun, ripped into many pieces, and therefore they would just disappear over time. They would no longer look as a comet in the sky. The other thing is we don't know the exact structure of the comet, how much material can be vaporized from it, how bright it will get. Some comets can surprise us and get a lot brighter than we expect. Other ones can kind of fizzle out. So we will have to watch it over the next few days as it gets farther and farther from the sun and see if it will become as bright perhaps as Comet Chuchin-Shan Atlas that we looked at last year, or if it will either break apart or just kind of fizzle out as other comets have done in the past. So with a comet, the only thing you can do is wait and see as it gets farther away from the sun to see if it is going to be visible, and if it is visible, how well it will be able to be seen. So that was our picture of the day for January 13th of 2025. It was titled Comet Atlas Before Sunrise. We'll be back again tomorrow for the next picture, previewed to be due north. So we'll see what that is about tomorrow. And until then, have a great day, everyone, and I will see you in class.